Hey everyone, ready to dive deep into the crypto roller coaster?
Sounds like a wild ride.
It is. And we're strapping in with some serious crypto analysis from Syncracy Capital and Santiment.
Always good sources. What are we looking at specifically?
Well, the big question everyone's asking, right, is this crypto downturn a buying opportunity or a sign of even more decline? Like, are we at the bottom or just getting started?
Yeah, that's the million-dollar question, literally.
It really is.
Yeah,
And what's fascinating is it's not just about the numbers, it's about how people are interpreting those numbers.
different perspectives for sure.
Absolutely. Take Daniel Cheung over at Syncracy Capital.
What's he saying?
He's actually seeing this dip as a chance to buy, get in while prices are lower.
Interesting. A lot of people are panicking, but he's seeing it as an opportunity.
Exactly. But there's a twist. He thinks this dip, this downturn, might actually last longer than people expect.
Longer. Why does he think that?
It all comes down to his analysis of, the bigger market trends. He's seeing signals that this isn't just a blip, a temporary dip. It might be a bigger shift.
I see. So if he's right, people who buy now and hold, they might be in a good position down the road.
That's the thinking. Patience is key if you believe in Cheung's analysis.
But not everyone's playing the waiting game, though.
Definitely not.
Yeah.
And that's where Santiment comes in.
What have they found?
They're pointing to something called fear selling.
Fear selling. Yeah, classic market psychology.
Right. And they're seeing it play out big time with altcoins.
Just to clarify for our listeners, altcoins are basically any crypto that's not Bitcoin.
Right, exactly. And Santiment's been watching these altcoins like Kaya and Stellar.
What's happening with that?
They've taken a real hit, big drops. And Santiment's thinking is that it's a lot of retail investors selling out of, well, fear.
Makes sense. They see prices plummeting, they panic, they sell.
Exactly. And then, of course, the selling just drives prices down even further. It's almost like a self-fulfilling prophecy, isn't it?
It really is. But for those who can stay calm, keep their heads, this fear selling can actually create opportunities.
That's a good point. Because things might be oversold at that point.
Exactly. And Santiment's actually highlighted a few specific altcoins that they think could rebound. Want to hear them?
Definitely. Lay on me.
They've got their eye on TRX, AVX, DOT, ICP, POL, FA, and TIA.
Wow, that's quite a list. Any of those on your radar lately? I always find it fascinating how analysts try to predict these swings.
Yeah, well, predicting the market is always tough, especially with altcoins. But it is interesting to see what the experts are watching.
For sure. So we've got Cheung seeing a longer buying opportunity, Santiment pointing to opportunities from fear selling. And now let's shift gears to the big one, Bitcoin.
The OG of crypto.
It often acts like a bellwether for the whole market, right? And the analysts over at Bitfinex noticed something pretty interesting.
What's that?
They saw decreased selling pressure on Bitcoin after that big drop from the six-figure prices.
Interesting. So even after a drop like that, people are holding on.
It seems that way. And it could mean that the bigger players, like institutional investors, are holding steady. They're not panicking.
So that's a good sign, right? It suggests maybe things are stabilizing.
Potentially. It definitely adds another layer to the puzzle. We've got Cheung's long buying opportunity, Santiment and the fear selling, and now signs of Bitcoin stabilizing. It's like each piece tells a different part of the story.
And speaking of different parts of the story, let's go back to Cheung for a second. He had another prediction that I found really interesting.
Oh yeah, what was that?
Well, he's acknowledging that the market's tough right now. We're in a bear market for sure. But he's also saying that we could be heading into a much longer bullish trend than anyone's expecting.
A bullish trend in the middle of all this. So a period where prices just keep going up?
That's exactly it. Almost feels paradoxical given the current mood.
It really does. So is he being overly optimistic? What are your thoughts on that prediction?
Well, it's definitely a bold take, but that's what I love about the crypto world, right? You have all these different perspectives, even among the experts. I think Cheung's view just shows that even though we're in a bear market right now, there's still a lot of belief in the long-term potential of crypto.
It's like he's looking beyond the immediate challenges and seeing a bigger picture.
Exactly. He's not denying the bear market, but he's also suggesting that this downturn could actually be setting the stage for something even bigger down the line.
That's a lot to unpack. So to wrap it all up, we've got this downturn that might be a good buying opportunity for patient investors. We've got fear selling, creating both chaos and potential. Bitcoin's showing some resilience. And then we've got Cheung's bullish prediction adding another layer of complexity.
It's like a roller coaster, just like you said at the beginning. Lots of ups and downs, twists and turns.
And you never quite know what's coming next.
Exactly. And that's where you, our listeners, come in. We've laid out the information, the insights, the different perspectives, but now it's your turn.
Time to do your own research and draw your own conclusions.
Because here's the final thought-provoking question. Could this downturn actually be the perfect moment for new investors to jump in, a chance to get into the market at a more accessible level?
Or is it a sign that things are going to get even tougher, even more uncertain?
Only time will tell, but it's definitely something to think about.
Crypto, always keeping us on our toes. Thanks for joining us on this wild ride.
Until next time.